The respiratory system, take one.
We have the external nares, which is outside of the nose. The vestibule is right inside of the nose, this space here. You have the nasal cavity, which is this whole area here. You have the concha, which is these three here. You have the superior, middle, and inferior concha. You have the meatuses, which are the grooves inside the concha. You have a superior, middle, and inferior concha. Meatuses, I'm sorry. You have your internal nares, which is over here. Hard palate is here. The soft palate is here. Your oral cavity is here from the mouth, this whole oral cavity. The pharyngeal tonsils are here. The palatine tonsils are here. Palatine is here. I'm sorry. Palatine. And then the laryngeal, lingual tonsils are here for the tongue, I guess. And then you have your vestibular folds, false vocal cord, which is the white part over here. You have your the vocal cords. I guess this is the vocal cord. Which part is the vocal cord?
It's like underneath.
Underneath?
You're touching it, yeah.
The vocal cords. And then we have the glottis, which is the space. It's this whole space covering the vocal cords. And then you have your pharynx, which this is the whole pharynx.
It starts from the nose, correct? It goes all the way
you have your
down.
nasal pharynx, going here, your oral pharynx, and the hypopharynx, which is the same as the laryngeal pharynx. And then you have your larynx. This is the larynx. Okay, and then we have the other model for the larynx.
Hold, please, for other model of larynx.
This is the larynx. You have your thyroid cartilage, which is this blue here. You have your epiglottis, which is inside.
Please wait for opening of...
Epiglottis is this blue area here. This is above the glottis, epiglottis. And then you have the cricoid cartilage, which is right below the thyroid cartilage, which is right here. You have your arytenoid cartilage, which is posterior to the cricoid cartilage, which is right here, number 4. You have the corniculate, which is number 5, which is this little pointy. You have your hyoid bone, which is the white one with the little horns. Let's see. This hyoid bone.
Gotta watch out for that horny hyoid bone.
And then you have the thyrohyoid membrane, which is this area right here. You have the median thyrohyoid ligament, which is in here. You have your cricothyroid muscle, which is this red muscle right here. This is the cricoid cartilage, and this is the cricoid muscle. You have the cricothyroid ligament, which is this little piece over here in between the thyroid cartilage and the cricoid cartilage. And then you have your cricotracheal ligament, which is this right here. And then you have your trachea, which is, I guess, number 7. This is the trachea. And then the tracheal cartilage, which is in between. And then you have the carina, which is this right before it splits into the right and left bronchioles. So the carina is right here, right in the middle. And then you have your primary bronchus to the right, primary bronchus to the left, your secondary bronchus to the right, secondary bronchus to the left, your tertiary bronchus, 1, 2, 3, to the left. You can't see the one to the right on this model. And then the bronchioles, respiratory bronchioles, and alveoli, we don't have to know. It's not on their test.
Good to know.
And then the lungs, the right side, has 3 lobes, superior, middle, and inferior lobes. And you have your horizontal fissure and your oblique fissure. So put that back. Okay. And then your left lung has two lobes. It has your superior and inferior lobe, and it has one fissure, and that's your oblique fissure. And the apex is here, and the base is by the diaphragm here on both lungs, the apex and the base. And then this is the diaphragm, this area here, and then you have your costal surface, which touches the ribs. So any surface on top of the lung that touches the ribs is the costal surface. The mediastinal surface is where the heart sits. So this is actually the cardiac notch. This notch right here is called the cardiac notch, and this whole area is the mediastinal surface.
Put your pen inside the other hole too.
In here,
On the left.
right here, this is the mediastinal surface.
Very good.
Where the heart sits.
Is that everything?
And then we have the hilus, is where the arteries, the pulmonary arteries and the veins enter and exit. And then you have
The pulmonary.
the pulmonary arteries are blue,
Very
and the
good.
pulmonary veins are red.
Red.
And that's it.
The diaphragm?
The diaphragm.
Jen.
Here.
That was Jen, ladies and gentlemen. Best anatomy teacher in the world.
Yay!
Okay.